We made it through. We made it through the 2025 season, and we made it through the last 2 weeks, Rams fans, of sadness. We made it through the hate watch fest that was Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco. I'm back from San Francisco. We'll talk a little bit about that. We've got a delayed 100th episode giveaway to all of our regulars here in the form of an MVP shirt. I am Tuna, one half of the show. The other half, the handsome, the everlasting, the unstoppable Sheriff Joe Bags. Good morning, Sheriff.
Champion
It's offseason 2026, baby. 1 year until the Super Bowl 61 is right here in my backyard, and you're going to be here for it too. I'm excited. It's a new season. Who knows? Who cares what happened?
What are you even talking about? I don't know anything that happened that's super heartbreaking and miserable. Not at all, man.
Who cares?
I'm super fired up, actually. This is like the most. I love this time of year. I'll be completely honest, man. Like when everything's over and it's like, all right, time to do it again. And that's the best part about sports. It's like it never ends. Now you just try again. Everybody try again. And I love that. So I love the turnover of the March into like a new league year and stuff like that. I'm here for all this, man.
Mr. Bones, wild ride. The ride never ends. Some housekeeping before we dive into Rams football. Shout out to Deuce Falco. I'm not sure if this got highlighted last time, but I saw it in my little YouTube back studio. Our very first super chat. Yes, it is available now here on YouTube. If you're ever watching live, there's the join button. You can join our memberships. There should be new emojis, new stickers, new titles for you, as well as the ability to contribute like Deuce Falco did. Us as independents, we want to continue to grow and stay here forever and ever. 100 years of Rams football coverage. You're stuck with me for 100 years, Joe. You know that? That was a contract you signed.
Okay. That's all. All right.
100 years. Thank you, Deuce Falco, for that. I wanted to do a little shout out. And then the biggest Seahawks fan that I know, Corn Doggy.
Oh, yeah.
He's here watching.
That's so funny because in my brain, he's like, I see the comment say parade day, and my brain is like, if only we had my brain just like, oh, it's like this would be parade day if there were a parade, but it's like, oh, I forget that there is like another team that won that is going to do a parade. It's like my brain is like the Rams didn't win, so it's like, oh, no parades. Nope, those are for us only.
Yeah, little brutal. Congratulations. I'm happy for you, brother Corn Doggy, my good friend. I'm happy that you are experiencing some football joy. All fandom aside, it was a lot of fun up at Super Bowl weekend. And because of stuff like this, getting to see somebody else happy, it's not our joy, but the joy that football does bring. And like people flying in from all over, like driving all night just to be in the cities. Like some people drove from Seattle just to be in the area, like not even no tickets, drove all day just to be there in the city where their team might win a Super Bowl because of the joy that it brings. I know you've experienced it. I've experienced it. Happy for them, happy for the humans, happy for the joy that football brings. But that being said, Corn Doggy, I hate you. Don't ever show up in my chat again with this Seahawks nonsense. Yeah. You're banned. Ban him. Ban this man.
And this is also by Corn Doggy. So, I wish you were super sad today, actually. I wish that you were watching the Rams rock a parade. But you know what? Whatever, man.
Oh, man. You know what is super sad, though? Speaking of Rams news, 11 years. 11 years. We got pancakes. We got leadership. We got a Super Bowl from this man, the last of a dying breed, the last St. Louis Ram that was on the Rams roster. Everyone, salute. Big Rob. Big Rob, I haven't seen. Come on, we are not booing this man. This man's a legend. This man's a Ram.
I think he's talking about you. Yeah, probably. Because, man, got the news yesterday. Big Rob Havenstein calling it a career. One of the final St. Louis Rams remaining in the entire NFL, let alone the Rams roster. Obviously, with Jake McQuaid still technically being around, we can't say that St. Louis Rams are completely washed out of the organization so far. So, and Big Rob, obviously Super Bowl champion, Big Rob Havenstein, only played with the Rams, and man, that's It's crazy. It does feel very era ending to see Rob Havenstein hang it up. At only 34 years old, too. I felt like he could do it for a few more years, but he's decided to call it. And I'm here for it, man. I absolutely love that. So, shout out Big Rob. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
I hate that the way we talked about him this season, between the injuries, between the age, between the play on the field, where you get really sidearm couch coach, whatever it's called, of like, oh, he just can't do it. He's having a hard time. He's getting outplayed by a younger guy, McClendon. And then you saying that he's 34, and I forget I'm 34, and I'm talking about this guy like he's decrepit. I'm like, oh yeah, my knee does hurt just from waking up when it's a little bit cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he's out there blocking some of the greatest athletes walking this planet. Just a little reminder of be a little easy on guys when you're yelling at them from your couch through your TV.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, I think sometimes we forget that these are human beings that have like lives and families and friends and stuff, and thoughts and things, like hobbies outside of football. I think that people get too crazy about that. As like, I mean, not to make it a Puka thing, but like the fact that like people are like, this is ridiculous. Puka's out here partying, and it's like it's the Super Bowl. We don't play until September. I think he's gonna be okay, man. Like whatever. But yeah, Rob Havenstein. I'm guessing that if this is just a guess, and I don't have any like information on this or anything like that, but my guess is that the Rams were gonna move on from Rob Havenstein, and instead of moving to a new team, he just decided to call it a career. And without that becoming like a thing, like it did with Cooper Kupp last year, of like, well, what am I gonna do now? So yeah.
And it's hard, and it's hard too. The human part does come in for a lot of guys' decisions, not just retiring, but changing teams. What is another $2-3 million when you've already made a bunch of $1 million in your career? You got a family. Him not retiring and him maybe going to another team, you got to move your kids, you got to move your family. Yeah. For some of these guys, that extra money like does not bring happiness, and that's a real thing. Sure. And that goes to say with other guys signing too, like, oh, hey, this guy chose. I obviously this is going to be a bad take. I already know. I'm just using it as an example. Tutu Atwell signing $10 million. Maybe he had an $11 million contract somewhere else, and he was like, I'm gonna spend that money moving anyways. Like, I might as well just stay here.
Probably not, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, again, congratulations on a great career, Rob Havenstein.
Yeah, it's one of those situations too where we don't know people's motivations, and I say that all the time. It's like it's like Darius Williams left because his family lives in Jacksonville. That's why he wanted to play for the Jags. It had nothing to do with money or going to try to win a ring or anything like that. He's like, I just want to be closer to home, dude. It's like that could be the thing. That could be the motivator. So for some people, it's winning. For some people, it's money. For some people, it's location. For some people, it's teammates and who are you with. Sometimes that's the coach and who you be playing for. So there's so many moving pieces to figure out exactly why somebody wanted to do something or why they called it or why they chose to sign with this team or didn't choose to sign with this team. Ray's talking about it in the comments right now. Devontae was talking about that of like, he wanted to play for a winner, and he wanted to come over and play for McVay. His relationship with McVay and stuff like that. So it very well could be something where we're Rob Havenstein, if again that's pure speculation over here on my end of saying that that the Rams were going to move on from him, so that's why he decided to call it. But that's the thing, man, is like maybe he did want to play for like 4 more years, but he's like, I'm not gonna move. Like I won't play that bad. I don't play for anybody else. Like I only want to play here, kind of thing. Or maybe it's one of those things where it's like, I'll only play for the Rams or Chargers. I just want to live here, kind of thing. It's like that's always an option. So we don't know people's motivations, but Rob Havenstein, doesn't matter now what his motivation is. Now his motivation is to go spend as much time as you possibly can with your family, man. Go enjoy your friggin' life, man. Only 34 years old, retiring with millions of dollars in the bank. I think I saw a tweet that said something along the lines he earned about like, I think it was like $71 million over his course of his NFL career. Go enjoy it, man. You did everything you could, man. Big Rob Havenstein, Super Bowl champion. Go live that life. Woo! Thank you for everything. That was awesome.
Woo! That's all we got. Yeah. Woo!
And we got his replacement on the squad already, man. Big Wall Warren McClendon Jr. out there playing phenomenal ball, man. So I'm fired up about it. That's the like I think like the silver lining of losing somebody like Rob Havenstein is it's not like a mad scramble now to be like, oh crap, now who's gonna play right tackle? It's like, oh no, we got a guy. That's cool. So it works.
Here we are again talking about is it the 2023 draft? Is it that one? Let's see.
2023.
Yeah, or is it 2022? Am I 1 year removed?
No,
2023. Yeah, 2023. Talking about Warren McClendon as a starter. Here we are again with the 2023 draft striking again in terms of the Rams having starters. Damn near you can close your eyes and throw a dart at this draft and you've got a Rams starter. Avila, Young, Turner, Bennett exists, Hampton exists, McClendon, Allen, Nakua, Trey Tomlinson. I was really hopeful by namesake. I love LaDainian Tomlinson back in the day. I was hoping that was the one. O'Shawn Mathis spent some time here. Ethan Evans, starter, and then Deshaun Johnson played a good role this season. Phenomenal draft. If Rob Havenstein's replacement is in this draft, you're talking about a 5th rounder, pick 174 as a starting right tackle in the NFL. That's a great pull. That's tough to find a starting offensive lineman in the 5th round in the NFL these days.
It's tough to do what the Rams did entirely with this draft class, which is get 14 names, but hit on so many. Those first 3 hits. Stetson Bennett, definitely not a bad player by any means. He's kind of like our perfect little like preseason guy to just keep everybody else fresh, but still get some good work in for the young guys. Nick Hampton, solid rotational guy. Yeah, you got, like you said, McClendon, Allen, Puka, obviously. That's crazy. Trey Tomlinson, man, that one, that's, I feel like ultimately always going to, for me personally, just be a story of a guy who not even remotely hit close to his potential. I thought he was very talented and just never got close to it, unfortunately. Mathis, solid. Zach Evans. Yeah. I mean, overall though, you don't hit that much on a draft class. Like if you can pull out, 2 or 3 like legitimate long-term players per draft class, you're actually doing pretty good. And a lot of times that doesn't happen for most teams. So to hit on this many in just one class is phenomenal, man. Let's make a deal. Sneed is cooking it up out there, man. It's awesome.
Shut up. We're making up nicknames on the fly. Who do you think you are?
That's an old school Ram Showcase nickname, Tuna. Come on, man.
Nah, that sounds like a made up play. That sounds like a made up name. You can't say that.
It is a made up name.
All names are made up. All words are made up. If you think about it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I do hope that when more documentaries are made about the quickest turnaround, the quickest rebuild in NFL history, they do talk about this 2023 draft class. If you think about it, where the hell would the Rams be if they hit on only like 3 picks in this draft? Like if 3 out of 14 of these were only good and everything else was trash, who knows where this Rams team would actually be. Now, speaking of draft picks, I don't want to go too far into draft nonsense with you.
Yeah.
I know we got about 10 minutes or so until we do a little giveaway for the MVP Stafford shirt. Do we want to talk about Super Bowl weekend? Do we want to talk about the DB situation and the perfect offseason at Joe's eyes? What do we want to talk about?
Yeah, I think I want to talk some hole filling. Roster holes.
Come on, Jerry Jones. Talking about.
I just want to fill in holes, and I think that we can do it via a few different ways. I think that we could do it free agency, draft. What are you guys talking about?
They're talking about Tuna is a made-up name as well. We'll reuse graphics here. One I used from a stream last week. It's pretty relevant. Who stays, who goes? The biggest conversation piece that will be all off season. Anything touching Rams content is going to be talking about which DBs could stay. Do they draft a replacement first round? Which pick? Do they make a splash free agent signing? Is there anybody there that's worth it? Got to watch the film. What do you think, Ben? Who off this list do you want to see back in the blue and yellow? And then do you think the Rams draft a new starter in the first round? Do you think they make a splash free agency signing? I can also pull up the top 50 list right now as well, free agents.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see where the Rams are at. I just wrote a piece about this. I think it was Monday, talking about the Rams' biggest need being corner, and the fact that I've done this exercise with friends, and I encourage you to do it as well. Just pop in on a random football conversation and be like, "Hey, man, name your top 10 quarterbacks in the league today." Now do running backs. Okay, wide receivers, tight ends. Let's do linebackers, man. Let's do edge rushers, and then do corners and see people crumble, not being able to even name 10 corners that you think are top 10 in the NFL today, man. So I understand that the Rams want, we have a need for corner, and we would love some shutdown guy, but who, man? Who do you get that's in a legitimate shutdown corner? You're hoping for somebody that's like about to break out, which is what the Rams shot for with Emmanuel Forbes, is what I think that the Rams are about to do with Roger McCreary keeping around. But overall, man, I mean, you look at all the top corners in the league, they're on good teams, probably not willing to move on. So I just don't think that trade is a viable option. As far as the college aspect goes of it, who knows who can hit in college? You know what I mean? That's going to be a tough one. It's such a different game from college to the NFL that's a tough transition. So could there be a shutdown corner in the draft? Absolutely, there could. But more realistically, we're probably going to be let down again. And I'm just I feel like I'm just trying to schedule those expectations, because it's like, I understand that we need a corner. We needed a corner last year, but who was available? Nobody, man. That's why we didn't make any big moves. It wasn't that we were just avoiding it and just be like, I don't really care about corner anymore. We're just going to send Jared Verse after him and just see what happens. That's not a realistic way to attack it. So I think that we may also have another hard time trying to lock down a lockdown corner this year.
Yeah. That's why the Sauce Gardner trade to Indianapolis during the midseason was really surprising, because it's people just don't typically let all pro caliber players walk out the door, a la Micah Parsons. I know it's not cornerback, but I did have an interesting thought driving home from San Francisco over the weekend. Do the Rams win a Super Bowl if they just said fuck it and made a trade for Micah Parsons? Like, they had the capital. You saw what they won for. If they just threw caution to the wind and they had said, all right, screw the salary cap, we'll figure it out later. Here's 2 firsts. Go get Micah Parsons. Are they potentially raising in Lombardi right now? I'm having a hard time thinking anything besides, yeah, they probably are. Just knowing the talent and the game record that Micah Parsons is. So it adds more interesting questions. And what do they do with the 2 firsts? Do they actually use them? I know on the stream last week, I talked about a few guys. I'm not going to sit here and dive into draft stock and this and that, but just some names that you guys are all, if you're on social media, you know some of these guys' names coming out of the draft that everyone's got on their mock drafts. And then sort of Delane's one of them. Colton Hood is one of my personal favorites. Guys that maybe aren't there at 13. Maybe you get them later in the draft. And again, Joe is right. Like, we can be super excited, and every time we look at a rookie, it's always in the eyes of, well, yeah, of course he's going to play at his potential. Like, of course he's going to be the elite guy. We never think about, oh, what if he's a bust? McCoy has the little Madden hurt logo here because he didn't play 2025. He missed the entire season with an ACL injury. He was phenomenal the season before. Like, he was a top 10, like, for sure. But now you have the question, like, is he going to be an injury risk? Mansour Delane, sure, he played at LSU. Like, of course he looks phenomenal. What if he ends up like Joe Hayden, where he has a slow first 4 or 5 years and then becomes really, really good? Or what if he just can't figure it out? What if he has, I hate to throw someone's personal problems under the bus, but knock on wood, what if he has a freak out like James Pierce Jr.? Like, you just never know with anyone coming into the league on what they're going to do. And it sucks having to temper expectations like that. Like, a draft is going to fix all problems, but we saw it last season. Like, oh, we finally got a first round pick. We're going to get that X factor. Here's a tight end to sit on the bench half the year. So I really, like, my hope is whatever they do, you've got your core there. If you are going to take shots on guys in the draft, go get someone who's going to change a game. Like I don't need another role player. I don't need another guy who's like, oh, he's going to be good in like 5 or 6 years. Like you just wait. You don't see the vision. I want to see a guy like have an impact, like everyone else says, like Nick Emenwari on the Seahawks. I want a guy who can come in day one and just bring something different. That's like a Puka Nacua problem. Like I can't keep him off the field. Like he just does so much cool shit that I can't keep him off a football field. That's my wish. That's how I want the Rams to attack this draft and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Is you just got to start whipping noodles at the wall. One of them is going to stick, man. But you got to start doing it. You got to start trying, man. You got to try, man. Like,
whipping noodles up the wall.
You got to just start. Yeah, you just got to start doing it, man. So, and I actually, I don't disagree that the Rams could have maybe been holding a Lombardi if Parsons would have been brought over. But I'll be honest, I feel like we were so close that if you just add a Jalen Ramsey instead of him going to Pittsburgh, I think that we win the Super Bowl. I do. I think that because you take a Jalen and everybody else gets bumped down one spot.
Yeah.
And from there, I think that you put a Forbes on a wide receiver 2 instead of their top target every single game, and I just think that changes the entire season.
And I know I'm seeing some guys talk about their draft picks here in the comments. Another one to look at, just to give you guys some fun stuff to do until we see you again Friday on the stream, is Caleb Downs. Think about Caleb Downs, which doesn't make sense. People are like, oh yeah, but he's a safety. Yeah, but he's a playmaker. He is like. Think of Nick Emenwari a little bit smaller, but just like the best football player. Think of like adding a 99 onto your college football team and he just goes and wrecks everything. You can blitz him. He can cover. He can play the run like a linebacker. And now imagine him with Cam Curl, Cam Kitchens, and Quentin Lake. Chris Shula loves disguising shit. Imagine that rotation of 4 safeties. Are they in 2? Are they in 3? Who's blitzing? Like that's a nightmare. If they add a Caleb Downs to this defense, just some more stuff for the fans to do on their own time. So
yeah, I actually think that it's worth looking also at safeties, considering how the Rams deploy their secondary. And I know that we could be looking at some shakeups here with a new secondary coach coming in. We don't know if Aubrey Pleasant's leaving. We don't know if that's what that means. He's still the passing game coordinator and the assistant head coach, so we don't know if he's leaving yet. He's had 3 DC interviews, but either way, look at the safeties as well when you're doing your draft research and stuff like that, because if somebody can play that star role, then yeah, absolutely they fit into the Rams scheme and could be picked. It's not just because this guy's an more traditional outside corner. Well, if this guy's more athletically just perfectly a fit for the Rams defense, we'll probably just go with that. So just heads up. Yeah, BPA. That's
BPA. Best professional ass whooper.
Let's do this. Let's give people stuff.
Let's give people what they want, what they deserve, what they need. We had 24 entries, which is actually about double what I thought, because I didn't know people even saw YouTube post notifications, which is awesome. Shout out to you guys for wanting some free stuff. If you have not seen it already, what is it? VictoryVaultLA.com, right?
Yes, sir.
VictoryVaultLA.com. Was rocking this one over on Radio Roya over the weekend. Love it. If you do not win today, don't fret. They still have a few in stock. I talked to Corey over at Victory Vault. They've still got some. They still have your size too. Quality wise, it is a phenomenal shirt. Sheriff, you got yours. Do you want to say a word or two about the shirt quality, whatnot?
I'm so big on quality of my shirts, man. Like when I was doing my Ram Showcase shirts, I made and sent like so many samples because I was like, I'm gonna be picky about this for sure. So getting this one in, man, I love the thickness of it, stuff like that. I'm big fan of this shirt. It's gonna be one of my normal rotators for sure.
Absolutely love it. And in the back too, in case you guys haven't seen too much of it, is my favorite part. When they designed it, when we went with the simplistic, I say we because I did have a hand in at least helping some of the final design edits. We just wanted to be as close to a jersey. You got the big 9, MVP signature, leave it at that. We don't need smoking. We don't need bells and whistles on the back. everyone knows what the hell is going on when they see the shirt from behind. So this is awesome. Reason we're doing this too, like I said, Matthew Stafford, 17th year MVP, good friends of Victory Vaults, created a great shirt as a thank you to everyone here, especially our regulars who are in here and who now contribute their actual money to help us stay independent and continue to grow and to see us do cool shit. And since I do need to burn about a minute before we hit spin, the reason why the First and Tuna logo was even walking around Radio Row was because of you guys, because of Sheriff Joe Bags. It was my last goal of the season. Like somehow, some way, I was gonna make it onto Radio Row, and we made it. We were there, and so now the next step is to take it a step further and to get Sheriff Joe Bags and I a booth at the next one because it's going to be here in LA. So we're going to do that with everyone's help, starting today with a damn t-shirt giveaway, and we're going to be here a year and a week from now, celebrating with the Rams Super Bowl t-shirt giveaway. How's that sound?
That sounds fun. No, man, I'm fired up, man. This is good. I don't know why I sometimes go Otto from The Simpsons voice. I've been doing that more recently. I don't know.
Oh man, the bus driver.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a
cool
thing.
Dudes.
Metallica rules. It's fun.
All right. All right. So we've got 24 entries in here. Somebody hit a random number between 1 and 5 for how many times I'm gonna hit shuffle before we spin.
First
number I see.
Yep.
First number I see.
Who's gonna do it? It's probably gonna be Muad'Dib.
It'll be Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib, if it's not you, you're getting banned.
Ooh, what a loser.
Numbers 1 through 5. Somebody, anybody. 3. Sweet. Thank you.
Okay. Well, Muad'Dib did comment a number first, but it wasn't between 1 and 5. So.
I hate you. Bad Muad'Dib. All right. We've got 3 from Kamal Kobe. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Picking a winner. Here we go. Boop. We should have had music. This is your job, Joe.
Here
it comes!
Heck yeah, man. Oh, wait, that was the wrong one.
What else? Hold on. What else you got in there? What else you got in that bag?
Congratulations, Gary. You just won a new shirt. I don't know.
That's awesome.
I thought I had those set up better, but oh well. Gary, heck yeah, dude. I love that, man. That's absolutely awesome, man. Oh, heck yeah.
And he's here. Yeah, and he's here. Let's go. I hate when winners aren't here.
Yes. That's so cool, man. And yes, victoryvaultla.com. And if you make sure, everybody needs to be rocking one of these, man. So, Gary, we need pictures and stuff too when you're.
Yeah, and Gary, you have to have pants on when you send a photo and socks. We're not looking at the dogs out. Don't do that. Don't do that to us.
Good point, man. Don't Winnie the Pooh us, man.
Do they have size extra sheriff? And then he spelled it. What is that spelling too? Is that like the
Sharif.
font? Like Sharif font?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary. In the comment, can you let us know what's the best way to reach out to you? Instagram, DM, email. Drop it in the chat here. And then we'll reach out to you right after the show so we can get your shipping info.
Gary, you reach out to Tuna in your most preferred way. Let's cut out a step there.
Well, I need to know where to look out for it then too, because
okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us, Gary. Tell us how to. Let me call you, Gary. I want to do that. I want to speak.
Gary, we want to be in touch with you.
I want to talk to you, Gary.
All right. Yeah, dude, I absolutely love that, man. Gary, these shirts are absolutely phenomenal, man. I'm fired up for you to have one of these. Definitely want to see pictures of that. Anybody else who has one too, if you got some sweet photos and stuff like that, you rocking your stuff, watching the game, watching the Super Bowl. I wore mine for the Super Bowl at my Super Bowl party, so that's good stuff, man.
Post your phone number, Gary. Yeah, I will say the funniest part of the Super Bowl. Now we got like 30 seconds. Super Bowl sucked. That was whack. I hated being out there because San Francisco is downtown full of one-way streets and people blocking intersections forever. I sat at one light for about 20 minutes because people block intersections. That was a lot of fun. Patriots did not deserve to be in the Super Bowl. They got exposed really badly. The Seahawks deserve to be there. They are the right Super Bowl champion, unfortunately, despite how I feel about my Rams. What else we got here? Super Bowl halftime show was phenomenal. I know a lot of people that were very emotional about it. It meant a lot to people. And Matthew Stafford's MVP. That was fun.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
I thought about this morning the fact that the Seahawks this year just absolutely destroyed the 49ers and then also just crap out of the Patriots. So 2 years in a row, the Rams lose to the eventual Super Bowl champion in the only good game in the playoffs that Super Bowl champion ended up playing in. And I got more mad again this morning when I realized that we're the only ones giving the Super Bowl champions good games. Like even we're the only ones making them sweat, man. And it's like, that sucks, dude. It's like, that sucks so hard because we want to not be on the losing end of that. Like we've been second best 2 years in a row, and that hurts, man.
Here, I know something we can all go out on that's gonna piss everyone off. Actually,
what's that?
This is who won the Super Bowl. This is who's right after Sam Darnold went to his regular job. This is who the Rams lost to. Does that just piss you off?
I'll be honest, man. I understand that a lot of the topic is like Sam Darnold's awesome now. He proved everybody wrong and stuff like that. I feel like in like 5 years, we're going to be like, remember when Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl? I really do, man. I really feel that way. It'll come back around.
Unbiasedly, it is a great redemption story. Like knowing how terrible of a ride he had at the beginning, like you are happy for the human being. Like you are like, all right, that's cool. That's a cool story. I
crap about Sam Darnold.
I hate how it happened, but in NFL history, it's gonna be an everlasting redemption story, and that's a cool thing for him.
Sure. Anyway,
Canes sucks, anyways.
I really like Canes.
I hate Canes.
I love it. I like Canes a lot, actually.
You're wrong.
That's cool. Okay, we'll fade off on fast food. What do you like?
Oh, fast food?
Yeah.
Dude, easy. I've never once said no to Taco Bell in my life.
So that's a great first round pick. Give me Chick-fil-A. It's a solid option every time.
And they're a football Sunday family. They don't work on Sundays. I love that.
Yeah, even that one that's in the Falcons Stadium is closed on Sundays, which is so funny.
Are you serious?
Dead ass. That's so funny.
They should just put a Magic City in that stadium. You know what? Can't go wrong with it. Give me McDonald's. I mean, they're serving smiles, man.
I guess. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, you don't even know Fazoli's. Never mind. I'm gonna go Fazoli's.
Go ahead. Go. Pick some stupid non-Californian thing.
I love Fazoli's, man. Fazoli's rules. It's the best crappy Italian you're gonna get.
Let's go something a little different. Fast food, Wingstop.
Okay.
It's a staple.
I'm gonna piggyback Kamal here. DQ